Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I want to talk about gatekeepers and what that is. Gatekeeper concept means uh, that there is an individual or entity that controls access to something, such as information, opportunities, resources, or communities. Gatekeepers play a role in determining who is allowed to enter or participate and who is not. This concept is often used in various contexts, including social, culture, professional, and technological domains. To most part, I believe that everyone who has been within different industries or had a different experience or the years they to some extent they have met with a number of gatekeepers. For someone who is new, not necessarily have that experience within entering in this particular case business industry, they have been heard or met a lot of people who actually are gatekeepers. In a business context, gatekeepers are individuals or groups of people who control access to important decision making or key information within the organization. These gatekeepers can significantly impact the success of the sales, partnerships, and other business activities. They are often responsible for filtering and managing the flow of communications and interactions between external partners and decision makers or departments they are trying to protect. I would highly recommend every time when you're having business interactions, if not the most important thing is to determine if the person who are you speaking to in a business context, if you're speaking with the right person, if that person can make business decisions within the company or not. If not, to you should at least ask yourself if that person can make business decisions and you try to perhaps offer, suggest something with regards to business if you are talking with the right person. And if not, perhaps you should be speaking with a different person, I guess. That's one way to approach it. For instance, in sales and marketing, gatekeeper might be a receptionist, executive assistant, or lower level employee who manage incoming inquiries and decides which ones get forward to higher level executives. Building relationships with those gatekeepers and understanding their need can be crucial in getting access to decision maker who are you really trying to reach out to. In a business to business context, gatekeeper could be individual within the client's organization who holds valuable information about the company needs, priorities, and or decision making process. Establishing rapport with those gatekeepers can help you gather insights that can lead to more effective sales strategies or partnership opportunities. Successful navigating those gatekeepers often requires combination of effective communication, relationship building, and understanding of the organization's structure and dynamics. It's important to have for gatekeepers with respect, professionalism, and a clear understanding of how your offerings can provide value to the organization. So that would be a win-win situation for everyone. You are there to solve a problem for your own company and for your prospective company. At least that's mindset that you should have. It might come as a surprise to some people, why else you would be talking to that person. That's the only way to do business for at least not the short term and the long term. If I'm talking with young, perhaps individuals within, for example, a sales team, and they do not understand what I'm talking about in this video, it's very hard for them to convey this concept of who they should be talking to and how they should approach that. and how they should navigate through those obstacles, objections, and how they should get to gatekeeper in the first place, and perhaps have uh, present a product or service offer to that person. Perhaps they're spending a lot of time presenting the product or service offer to the wrong person who can't even make a decision. That person perhaps says that he can make a decision, but he can't. So it's all mess. And people are lying within certain situations, or for any reason. I can name 10 reasons why people would be lying. That is, they're looking to perhaps present themselves in a different light than things actually are. Just one case, I guess. For anyone who is interested, I have recently published my book that you can find on my company's website. It's a book about how to start your own company. It's a book particularly for anyone who's perhaps interested in new trends, new approaches when it comes to livestock business and how to run your company from the very basic framework that everyone should at least understand. That would be from zero to first 10,000. In the book, I'm talking about pounds, but it's same milestones that comes to euros or dollars for the ones who is interested in perhaps learning more about it. But similar concepts, I believe it could be used for different businesses when it comes to business plan, understanding finances, accounting, managing business. Very similar concepts could be used for different businesses as well, but this particular book is for livestock business. You can find more information in the description. Thank you. If I have to mention some of the key areas why having gatekeepers within a company might be important or one of the factors to consider, that would be a filtering and prioritization process that every business owner should consider if who has access to perhaps currently we're talking about business setting and why that might be important. Uh, Controlling access to particular uh, approaches when it comes to business, intentions, values, just to name the few areas. Protection to certain information as well as perhaps a certain contract and who is sharing that information with who. Overall information management, who has best company's interest in mind when it comes to business dealings, relationship building. So to having best intentions in mind when it comes to business. And one of the best factors to consider would be history and perhaps time when doing business. Uh, Coordination and managing some of the important business decisions and how much responsibilities who is having that. When it comes to overall information sharing, that would be confidentiality and who has approach to what. I guess so. Just some of those areas for any business owner to consider, especially when company starts to grow and then you have to have certain systems in place to just to protect some of the information that you're sharing and who you're sharing that information with. If I'm approaching business, ideally I would like that business already know about me. That would save for everyone a lot of time. If they do not know me, that's I guess where a lot of problems can begin potentially, where they need to have conversations with me. They need to wait for a certain period of time to check my intentions, how we're planning on working together. Yeah, so many reasons and perhaps some of those obstacles are there for a reason, but to most time it's to if not every single time, it's just a lot of time wasting. It takes a lot of time. That time can be spent doing different things. Where myself, I would be talking with someone who has administration responsibilities, duties, I would be talking with that person for hours at a time, just to that person would do all checks to make sure that I'm not wasting anyone's time. Just one of those areas, I guess. Other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.